and welcome to Frontier Community Access Television. I'm Mason Smith here with Tom Albert tonight in Goodnow Gymnasium. It's senior night for the Frontier Red Hawks girls basketball team. They're playing against the Lenox Millionaires. It's going to be a big game tonight for them. And now we have the starting lineups.
Yeah, so they're going to do the starting lineups as well as we have the band here tonight. Big
yes,
senior, big crowd. We'll be right back, Mason.
Yes.
The officials for tonight's game are Mike Berkey and Mike Cropita. If we could ask everyone to stand for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television here on Senior Night in Goodnow Gymnasium. Tom Albert, Mason Smith here tonight. Frontier, you know, they're the Red Hawks, 14-2 on the season. I feel like it's one of their best seasons in a long time.
Absolutely, Tom. And it also is one of Lenox's best seasons in a long time. 12-1 on their side of things. And both teams coming into this game off of a 6-game win streak. Both really dominant in this area of play. Frontier 7-1 at home this season, and on the other side, Lenox 4-1 on the road. So you can't really say odds are in anyone's favor in this game. The last time that they faced, it was 27-28. Lenox came out on top barely. So really anything could happen tonight. But the big story is whoever wins this game pretty much wins the Franklin North Conference.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. You know, we're going to Liv Michon and can't quite tell who that number is, but
Yeah.
22, Kelsey Kircher. And it looks like the Millionaires are going to win the tip here. And down to Kircher down low and out of bounds. So, you know, I guess that's a good way to start if you're Frontier.
Yeah.
And Michon. Oh, the ref made a mistake there.
Yeah.
Michon inbounds it to Hutkoski. And Hutkoski will bring it up, giving it to Kirkendall. Now Michon back over to Kirkendall. Kirkendall over to Molly Gates now. Haley now at the top of the key. Swings it over to Skylar Steele. She'll take a three. No good. Rebound goes to number 15, Jocelyn Fairfield. And going the other way. Shot no good there by Jocelyn Fairfield. And going the other way, Michon bringing up the key. Now Kirkendall with it. Over to Haley. She looked for the three. She'll pump fake, drive in. Shot. Good. That was a good job by Haley there.
And the first points of the night are going to go to Haley Akowski, one of the two seniors being celebrated tonight in Goodnow Gymnasium.
Yeah. Chloe Parcignano there with it. And now Jocelyn Fairfield. She's going to drive, and get tripped up, and I guess the ref's going to call it on Haley. Yep. Yeah, and Mason, you know, what I was going to say before the game is Lenox, they're 12-1 on the season, so two very good teams. Three no good. Rebound goes to, stays in bound by Hutkoski, and no good shot. That was Jocelyn Fairfield. I think she's going to pick up a foul there.
Yeah, I think so. Now foul is even at 1.
6:43 to go. And number 15, Jocelyn Fairfield's going to take that steal there.
She is all over the court so far tonight, Tom.
Yeah. And here she has the ball. Now she's going to pump fake, drive. Steal by Kirkendall. Pass up to Michon. Now Haley with it. She'll go to the basket. Oh. And Mason, that I think was a foul there.
I think that was too. It definitely looked like there was some contact on her arm, but I guess the refs didn't see it.
Shot three by Jocelyn Fairfield. She'll give the Lenox Millionaires the lead here. Kirkendall pass it up to Skylar Steele. The press is broken. She had Molly Gates to pass to. She'll go and get fouled.
And that's the foul call that they were looking for last time they went to the hoop, Tom. And let's see who they're going to pin the foul on. That's going to be on Kelsey Kirchner. And now Steele is going to go to the line.
Yeah, we'll see if she can make these.
Ooh. Close, and she got it.
That'll make the it'll all be tied up here. 3-3. See if the Redhawks can take the leader. Nope. So she'll go 1 for 2 at the line with 6 minutes left to go. It's all tied up here in Goodnow Gymnasium, 3-3. Chloe Parsenio with it, and now,
oh man,
Haley with stripped the ball right from her, coast to coast. Haley Hutkoski, she leads both teams in scoring with 4. 5:35 to go now. Chloe with it. Now Chloe's still with it as she got a pass back to. She passed it down low and tipped out of bounds by Skylar Steele.
Good defense so far from the Redhawks. They've been playing pretty tight except for that 1-3 that they let Fairfield have.
Yeah. And a shot jumper is good. You jinxed them.
There you go.
Kelsey Kircher will get her first points of the night. Press is broken again. Steele with it. Over to Kirkendall. She's going to slow it down and drop the play with 5:15 to go. Hutkoski over to Michon in the corner. Back to Hutkoski and the whoa. And they're going to call.
That's a late whistle.
Yeah, but it's going to go on Claire O'Brien. The Lenox bench is not happy with that call, Mason.
Yeah.
So, I mean, all tied up 5-5 here with 5:07 to go. So.
Yeah, I mean, that definitely was an interesting call. Could have gone either way.
Kirkendall, she'll go to the basket. No good. Rebound goes to that was Kelsey Kirscher. So, and now it's number 15, Jocelyn Fairfield. Now top of the key is Chloe. She's going to get a screen. She'll make a pass,
and you know, that's a dangerous pass right there, Tom. I got to say, I think that this isn't really the best strategy for Lenox this early in the game to be passing that far across the court, because, I mean, that can work when you have a team all tired out and they can't react quickly, but Frontier is ready to pounce on that ball.
Yeah, and the other thing, too, is they were pressing early. Like, right out of the gate, they were put a press on, and it worked, but not really. Molly Gates, she's going to still have the ball, and oh, wow.
Yeah.
She almost got – she didn't get pushed out of bounds, but I guess she stepped on the line with the ball in her hand, so.
Yeah, just couldn't quite handle the dribble, and it was a loose ball there, too, almost taken away.
And now it's – steal by – almost a steal by Skylar Teal, and Hakoski will come up with it. Over to Kirkendall. Now Mashan. She'll take a three. No good. She'll get her own rebound, though. And now out to Kirkendall. New shot clock, so they can slow it down. Steele will have it. Oh, and batted out of bounds by Chloe Parsenio. And we have just under 4 minutes left to go.
And Barsenios has been doing a great job reading the passes so far, Tom. She is covering the point right now for Lenox, and she's been doing a great job of seeing the connections between players and making a couple steals already in the game.
Yeah, and I mean, this game's 5-5 with 3:50 to go, but there you go. Mashan she'll get her first points on the night, 7-5.
Just a great look from the back door from Liv Mashan.
Yeah, and I think this game's going to come down to who can play the better defense, Mason.
Definitely. Both these teams have very strong offense, and Frontier's been doing a great job so far, as we're seeing right now.
Yeah. And looks like Fairfield will have it. Three. Count it. Claire O'Brien on the board with the three, and that'll give them the lead 8-7.
And it seems like Lenox is really liking those high, those long-range shots.
Harper, Modesto, no good.
Yeah, not quite there.
Yeah, I mean, 8-7 with now under 3 to go. And
yeah, that'll be a travel.
Oh. And then looks like Lenox will have their first sub of the night. It'll be Katie Shove in for Jocelyn Fairfield. So.
And Liv Mashan comes off for the Redhawks. Jazzy Hayes in for her.
Yep. Nice little give and go kind of there. So Hayes loses her dribble, but Haley will have it now down to Harper Modesto, and Hayes will take a three off the rim. No good. Getting the rebound is Grace Giuliano. And now top of the key is Parsenios. Over to O'Brien. A three ball, no good. Rebound, Skylar Steele. And ooh, I didn't quite see what the call was there, but
I think it was a little bit of a bad pass there, and Kirkendall couldn't quite get to it in time. Tried to save it, but not fast enough for it. And Frontier, they really need to make sure that they don't leave Lenox open in the corner or at the arc like this, because that's where they're very comfortable.
Yeah, and the little give and go there, and Grace Giuliano will get her first points of the night. And the largest lead of the night is 10-7 with the Millionaires.
That was dangerous for a minute there.
Yeah, Whitney Campbell on, she almost stepped on the line. Haley for three, no good. Rebound, Claire Kirkendall. Kirkendall back out to Haley, new shot clock. Jazzy Hayes will have it. Hayes over to Kirkendall now at the top of the key. Over to Whitney Campbell, she'll take a three. No good. And it's going to be the Millionaires' ball with 1:47 left to go. 10-7. The Millionaires lead by 3.
Frontier might want to start rethinking exactly what their strategy is going to be on offense for the rest of this game, because they've been taking threes to try and get back in this game, but it just hasn't really been working for them so far. They might want to go to those high percentage shots in the paint, Tom.
Yeah, and you're right, Mason. What they should do Oh, a 3 ball there is good. Or it might be a 2. It's going to be a 2. That was number 53, Grace Giuliano, I think. She has 4 on the night with 1:20 to go. The Hawks need a response. Campbell now over to Hutkoski. She'll go baseline. Campbell in the corner. She'll drive to the basket. Out to Kirkendall. Kirkendall now to Campbell. Back to Kirkendall. 3. Corner 3, no good. Haley comes down with the rebound. Almost loses the ball. No dribble. She's got to pass it out to Hayes. Still a new shot clock. Hayes.
It's a good job. Good job by Hayes drawing the foul. That's going to be number 4 on Lenox. And it's going to be on Katie Shove this time around. I think all players that have fouled for Lenox have 1 foul right now, but I mean, with 55 to go, they're almost in the bonus, but Hayes is going to miss that first one.
Yeah, and I was going to, here comes Molly Gates on for Haley Hutkoski and some Lenox players back out there, and 55 seconds left pretty much, Mason. You know, this is almost like the East Hampton game. Frontier kind of has struggled with their 3 throws, so.
Yeah, and it definitely has been a problem for them, possibly one of the reasons why they weren't able to pull off the win last time against Lenox.
Yeah, and Hayes will get on the board there. She'll go 1 for 2 at the line.
Now that's a 4-point game.
Yeah. Now at the top of the key is Chloe Persenios. Now down low pass, intercepted almost. 44.6 seconds and 24 on the shot clock left in the first. Inbound goes to Evelyn Giuliano. And now Chloe Persenios. Is it down low shot? No good. Rebound. She'll get her own one. That time they're going to give it to the Millionaires here. And the shot clock will be off now.
And I got to say, I mean, I didn't exactly have the best angle, but I could have sworn I saw a travel from Shove when she inbounded it, or right after the inbound. But
yeah, and 30.5 seconds. That foul is going to be, I guess, on Harper Modesto.
A reach or something of the sort, I think.
Out to the now Evelyn Giuliano. Chloe now down. Back to Chloe with it at the top of the key. Over to number 24, Evelyn Giuliano. And good defense by the Hawks. About 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Hayes will come up with a steal. Loses the ball, though. Oh, unfortunate, Mason. 5 seconds left here to go in the first. We'll see if they get the shot off. 53 with it. No good.
I mean, listen, Tom, that was some really great defense they were putting up at the end of that first quarter. Very reminiscent. We had that one game. I forget who it was. No, I didn't.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
Now we're back.
All right. Sorry about that. What I was saying was it was very reminiscent of that one game where it was those 30 seconds of some really solid lockdown defense from the Red Hawks, and that's essentially what happened here. And you were saying, you know, what it's going to come down to is going to be who can play the defense better. And I think that Frontier has done that so far. They've let up some shots, but I think that their big issue is just being able to capitalize on those opportunities on offense, and more than that, trying to create better opportunities on offense, because we were talking briefly about how those long-range shots just aren't really landed for them right now for whatever reason. Maybe they keep trying that and hope that that gets better, or they just change their strategy, keep feeding it to Haley Akoski, find another one of their centers, Harper Modesto maybe, in the paint on the blocks, and just putting up a nice little bank shot off the glass.
Yeah, and another thing we said, Mason, too, I mean, this game really decides who's going to win the league.
Yeah. We got the second place Hawks against the first place Millionaires. And right now, the Millionaires are on top.
Yeah, and Evelyn Giuliano will pick up a steal there. So go to the basket and get fouled by I think it'll be Kirkendall.
Yeah.
That only took about 10 seconds, and she's going to be shooting 2 here, so.
First free throw is no good. And it's the first time that we're seeing the Millionaires at the line tonight.
Yeah. I think it was the Red Hawks in the first only had 2 fouls, so.
I think that sounds right.
Haley will come down with the rebound there. And Kirkendall will slow it down. About 7:40 left to go here. And good now in the second.
Ooh.
Steal with it over to Kirkendall. She'll drive out to Haley now. Harkowski will drive to the basket, and they're going to call her, I think, with a charge.
Yeah. It's a good job. I think that was Fairfield they're helping up right now. Yeah, good job by Fairfield getting her feet planted. And something that Lenox has been doing really well, they've got their eyes locked on the ball. And they really want to get that steal whenever they can. Just rip it out of the Red Hawks' hands, make that turnover, and just keep this momentum going for them.
Yeah, and Mason, the other thing, I mean, this is 12-8, only a 4-point lead for the Millionaires here, but they're going to look to add on to it. So it just depends on who's going to play the better defense tonight, really. 2, no good. And Harper Modesto is going to come down with the rebound and give it off to Kirkendall. Kirkendall back to Michon. Now Modesto, she'll go to the basket. Ball's loose. Steele will come up with it. And they're going to call a foul on, I think it was 20.
Yeah, I think that was Evelyn Giuliano.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be her first. Under the basket now for the Hawks.
As they set up their wall almost. Harkowski and Harper couldn't hold on to it. Steele going the other way by Chloe Parciano. We'll see what the Millionaires can do here. Shot, no good. Rebound goes to Skylar Steele. And
that play, well, that was an interesting heads-up play by Skylar Steele there. Passed it to, I think that was Katie Shove. She was out of bounds. She picked up her dribble by accident and just passed it to Katie Shove, who was standing out of bounds. So Frontier still has the ball, but Michon was all over the Lenox offense on that fast break there. Completely shut it down, pretty much all by herself.
Oh. That was a 3-ball by Steele, and I don't know who they're going to charge with a foul there, but looks like Harper might pick it up. Could be wrong.
Either way, Frontier's starting to rack up the fouls a little bit in this second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, Harper Modesto, she's got 2, and Haley Harkowski's got 2. This is not good. Early on in the game, I mean, we've only played about 10 minutes here almost, but
yeah,
6:20 to go in the second quarter, and
again, some great. I mean, Hawks have been playing some really solid defense. I think most of their fouls have been on the other side of the court. But, I mean, what I was going to say with Haley Harkowski, 2 fouls, last thing you want to do on your senior night is foul out.
That would not be the way to end the home game, in the regular season, but
definitely not.
Kirkendall over to Michon. Over to Skylar Steele now. She'll have it. She'll get a screen from Kirkendall. Little give and go. Kirkendall over to Michon now. Michon will take the 3.
There
Boom.
It is.
And Michon leads both teams in scoring with 5. And that's all they needed, and that puts them within 1 point. 12-11, 5:40 to go, Mason.
And I think that'll really change the momentum of the game for the Hawks, especially around the arc.
Yeah, and the timeout called by the Millionaires.
Wow. And that, again, all Liv Michon. She is having a great game so far. Just hit that 3. She is leading the Hawks on points. 5 points tonight right now. And she is putting up some absolutely stellar performances on defense.
Yeah. I mean, really, it's going to come down to, Mason, like I've said multiple times already, who's going to play the better defense. I mean, a low-scoring game when these two teams faced earlier in the season at Lenox, 28-27, which is almost surprising.
Yeah, especially with some high scores that we have on the Red Hawks. Claire Kirkendall with 148. Haley Koski, 156 right now. She came to the game with 152, and she scored 4 so far. And Kirkendall has yet to score any points, Tom. She gets one shot, and she's going to break 150 on the season, which, again, big night for a lot of people here on Frontier, but especially for those 2 seniors, Haley Koski and Molly Gates. And as we're coming back in, we'll try and squeeze in our sponsors, Albert Hearing Services there in Greenfield, and Holiday Pizza in South Deerfield, the official pizza of FCAT Sports.
Yeah. So 11-12 after the timeout, 5:30 to go here in Goodnow Gymnasium. Again, this is going to be an exciting game. Looks like that was Charlie Keeter with it now over to number 15, Jocelyn Fairfield. Back to shot good by Kelsey Kircher. She's got 4 on the night. That'll make it 14-11. I'm not sure what that little buzzer was, but
yeah, maybe they might have accidentally hit it for the sub over there now.
Yep, Steele over to Kirkendall now. Kirkendall over to Michon. Steele with it. She'll drive, pass it off to Kirkendall. She'll take a 3, see if she can make this one.
Oh, man. And there is 151 points on the season for Claire Kirkendall.
Yeah, and look at the crowd tonight in the student section, Mason. Big crowd. I'm happy about that.
I'm sure they'll be on their feet pretty soon with a steal like this from Kirkendall.
Oh,
come on.
So Michon will get the rebound there. She goes up and gets fouled, but, that was excellent job by Claire Kirkendall. She kind of made that play happen.
Yeah, she definitely did. I mean, she's been a playmaker the whole season through, as is very evident from her 151 points now. Michon will miss that first one, but now it's going to be 2 fouls on Jocelyn Fairfield, who's also been a pretty key playmaker for the Millionaires so far in the game, Tom.
Yeah. See if Michon can take the lead for the Hawks here. No, so she'll miss both. Going over 2 there. But all tied up 14-all with 4:25 to go here. And it looks like Grace Giuliano will drive, and not exactly what the call was, but
Gates popped the ball out. She's been, she might be getting a little bit close to drawing a reaching foul from the refs. I'm not sure. She might want to tone it back just a little bit, but I mean, right now she's playing some great aggressive defense. Ball went out of bounds, and now it's under the hoop for the Millionaires, or maybe they're going to be taking it a little bit.
Yeah.
Not exactly under the hoop. There we go.
And Haley Koski checked in for Harper Modesto there, so she's back out. Good defense by the Hawks. 3 ball by Chloe there, no good. Rebound, Molly Gates. And up she gets it to Kirkendall. Kirkendall out to Michon. She'll take a 3. No good. Rebound goes to Skylar Steele. She'll go up. And she'll get her point. That'll count as 3 points. Well, she got 3 points on that. Got tongue-tied there a little bit, Mason. So 3:50 to go. Hawks take the lead, 16-14. Nice give and go.
Oh, man.
Steal by, I think that was Skylar Steele.
It was Skylar Steele. Play on offense, and now another play on defense, and that's what makes this Red Hawks team so dangerous.
Yeah, and what I was going to mention is, the Hawks woke up in the second quarter.
They definitely did. Oh, okay. I thought they called a foul for a second. Anyway, what I was saying was sometimes the Red Hawks take the first quarter to sort of warm up to the other team a little bit, and they've definitely gotten comfortable with Lenox now.
And 3 ball, no good, but rebound goes to Grace Giuliano. Tipped ball, and Skylar Steele will come down to the cross-court pass up to Michon, and she's got 7 on the night. 18-14, 3:15 to go here in this first half.
And look at how Frontier has turned it around, Tom, just in terms of points and also just momentum, any kind of statistics you could point to.
Oh, and Haley comes up with the foul, Mason. Or the steal. That pass was intended for Chloe Parciano, but she didn't see it coming, so it was
No.
almost a pass to Haley.
Yeah, and now Lenox is going to be taking a timeout, which I mean, good idea by the coaches, but something that has been an increasing problem for Lenox, I think, Tom, is just what we saw in that play. Bad passes, miscues on offense where Frontier has been, they've been putting together some really great defensive play, but at the same time, the main thing that is causing, perhaps, or what has just been a problem for Lenox over the course of this second quarter, is connecting passes cleanly, because we've seen passes and someone's open and it has a couple seconds before someone gets to them, but it's a bad pass, and they take those couple seconds where they could be making a shot and getting themselves back in the lead in this game. They have to instead recover the ball, and then that's leading them into this disadvantage, 4-point disadvantage in this game right now.
Yeah, and this is almost exactly like what happened at East Hampton when we covered that game.
Yes.
Frontier, both teams came out ready to play, except, I think it was 15 to 10 end of the first quarter.
Yes.
But that second quarter, Frontier, usually their second quarter and their fourth quarter are the ones that they play very well in it.
Yeah, absolutely, Tom.
So just quickly thank our sponsors real quick. Albert Hearing Services, they're located at 33 Riddell Street and in Greenfield, as well as Holiday Pizza, the official pizza of FCAT Sports. And the pass goes into Kelsey Kircher. Chloe passed it down, now downloaded to Grace Giuliano. Kircher with it. Now out to O'Brien. She takes a 3-ball, no good. Kirkendall comes down with another rebound. I think she's got a couple of those on the night. And Haley with it. Up to Molly Gates. Gates over to Michon. Now Steele at the top of the key. She'll drive and they'll call it travel.
It's a shame. That was a great play they were drawing up. Lenox was running all over the place, and their defense was just kind of in complete disarray for a time.
Yeah, and that call's really been called all season. I mean, it's just you gotta plant your feet before you catch it. But
yeah, it's that little stutter step that always gets them.
blocked shot by Gates, and Grace Giuliano will take a two.
I think that was a 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
So she leads Lenox in scoring with 6. 2:20 to go. 18-16. The Hawks only on top by 2. Kirkendall up to Haley Koski. She'll give it off to Molly Gates in the corner. Back to Kirkendall. Kirkendall will drive to the basket and count that one.
And here's something I want to point out. I think, okay, that's going to be a Red Hawks timeout here with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Some of you might have been hearing the cheers of "Let's Go Red Hawks" from the stands. That was not the student section. That was the parents to our left who put that cheer together. So, I mean, it's senior night. I'm seeing plenty of people, plenty of students in the crowd across the gym from us. I think they need to be putting some more effort into helping their team to victory. They're only leading by 4 right now, and the 6-man helps out a lot.
Yeah, and, something we mentioned earlier in the season when it was almost a little disappointing when the fans didn't show up.
Yeah.
And tonight on senior night, I am very happy with the turnout of fans. So the 6-man, we brought it back, Mason.
Yeah,
Me and you did a good job of that. So give ourselves a little credit.
Oh yeah, a little pat on the back. And now I got to be wondering exactly what Dave Michon is thinking right now, calling the timeout. Not to say it was a bad call, but what is he saying in the huddle? What's he trying to instill in his players' minds as they come into these last 2 minutes of the first half where they're leading by 4? What do you think, Tom?
Yeah, I mean, 2 minutes left to go in this first half. In all season, Frontier's kind of struggled in that third quarter, so we'll see what happens, Mason. I mean, your guess is as good as mine.
I think it might be something about just score as many points as you can to go into second half with a lead. But
yeah, and what happened there was Grace Giuliano went to the basket, and I think Skylar Steele will pick up her first.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Yep.
Team's fourth. And this could be a 3-point lead, or 3-point play here for Grace Giuliano. Yep. So she'll go 1 for 1 there.
She's got 9 on the night now, Tom. Leading the Millionaires scoring by a significant margin at this point.
Yeah, and she leads both teams in scoring. Campbell will drive to the basket and get an interesting call there, but
yeah, it definitely could have gone either way. There was a lot of contact there right at the end of that play from the defenders.
yeah, 1:30 left to go here in the first half, 20-19. 3 ball is good from Kelsey Kircher. She's got, I think, 7 on the night.
Yeah, and those are the kind of shots that Frontier cannot give up right now, especially going into the halftime.
Kirkendall will shoot no good, and Grace Giuliano will come down with yet another rebound. And good ball movement here for the Millionaires. 1:05 to go. And Katie Shove with it. She's lost her dribble now. Gets it off to Claire O'Brien. Now quick ball movement. And a steal by Kirkendall. Up to Campbell. We'll see what she can do. She's got the 1-on-2. And she chooses to slow it down. Hakoski for 3. No good. Tried to get her own rebound. Kelsey Kircher will come down with the rebound, though. And we'll slow it down. 35 seconds left to go, and 20 on the shot clock, pretty much. So a 10-second differential from game and shot clock. And we'll see what Lenox can do. Skylar Steele almost with the pickpocket there. 3, no good, in and out. Ball tipped around, and Katie Shove comes down with it. Now they can have the last shot of the first half. Grace. Now Katie Shove will take a jumper. No good. Rebound goes to Hakoski. They've got about 4 seconds left. We'll see what they're going to. Claire Kirkendall will shoot. And a little short, Mason.
Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, she took it from beyond half court. But Frontier's going to go into the locker room at the half, down by 2. Not a Tom. I'm not really sure what happened there. Just kind of I think that they kind of let up on defense a little bit.
Yeah, and Mason, what's interesting is that timeout helped Lenox. They scored 6 points.
Yeah. So I don't really know exactly what to think about that, Tom. I mean, Frontier had the lead by 4. They went to that timeout, and now they're down by 2 going into halftime. I mean, I have to think that the conversation Coach Michon was having with his players was, being more aggressive on offense. That was a very long horn. Just being more aggressive on offense, but then that might, in some players' minds, that might have correlated to easing off a little bit on defense, and that's definitely not what they are going to be able to do in this game if they want to win. Because you saw it right there. She had about like half a foot of space and would just put it up because she was just that confident. And, you can't be letting the Millionaires do that in this game, or you're going to end up losing by 1 or 2 points again.
Yeah, and what's interesting, Mason, is Lenox, they scored 10 points, but 6 of those points came within the last 2 minutes. So of the second quarter there. Frontier, they scored 12 that quarter, but really, I mean, Frontier could have gone into the locker room at least leading by 1.
Yeah, they definitely could. And the concern that I have, Tom, is if they're going to be able to come into the third quarter with the momentum and the energy that they need to bring a win home on this senior night for them. If they're down by 2, because it's a whole different mindset you have to have coming into the second half if you're losing as opposed to winning.
Yeah, and I think what it's really going to come down to, Mason, is who wants it more. Who's the hungrier team and who wants that league title? I mean, the only other real game I see on the schedule for Frontier is the tough one is going to be Palmer, at Palmer. So.
That's going to be their last game of the season. That's happening Wednesday. We're going to be trying to cover that. I don't think we'll be able to live stream, but it will be up eventually if we can get the people out there to do it.
Yeah.
And that is also a tough game for the Red Hawks. They beat Palmer in their last meeting against each other, only by 2.
Yeah, we were here for that.
Yeah.
So. I think we should take a break real quick, but let's thank our sponsors real quick before the halftime. Albert Hearing Services. You can call 413-774-0100. Again, 413-774-0100. Or visit alberthearing.com. And they're located on 33 Waddell Street in Greenfield, as well as Holiday Pizza. They're the official pizza of FCAT Sports. And we'll be right back. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television for the second half of action.
Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. We got just a few minutes before the second half of this game starts. Redhawks are down by 2 after giving up 6 points straight in the last 2 minutes of the first half. And they're in a huddle over on in front of their bench right now. And, I mean, Tom, what do you think Frontier needs to be worrying about coming into this third quarter right now to take the lead back?
I mean, what I'm worried about is they've struggled most of the season with the third quarter. So
Yeah.
I think they should be warming up right now. That's my personal opinion. But
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I mean, I think that one of the big reasons why Frontier was able to win the game against East Hampton was the third quarter went their way for one of the first times in a long time. And they were able to win that third quarter. And that really changed the momentum of the game. First quarter was rough, but then they were able to swing things around in the second quarter and just continue it for the rest of the game, pretty much. And so, I mean,
they got a minute 20 left to kind of warm up. I think they may just talk it out the rest of the, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Really, again, you know, defense wins championships, Mason. That's the quote.
That's true.
That's the quote.
That's true. Yeah, I agree with that. It's kept Frontier in this game, giving them the lead a couple times, and, you know, that's the reason why they're only down by 2 and not by 6, you know, because they very well could be.
They could be up by if they played a little better towards the end, you know, with that and one. That kind of that made it 20-19. It could be 2019. It could even be 2016 right now.
Yeah, they could be leading. They could be we could see Frontier leading. We could see a tie game, or we could see Frontier losing right now. Any possibility of things could have happened.
Yeah.
It's such a close game, and these teams are so evenly matched. But I think one thing that I'm loving seeing from Frontier's side of things, the players, they're having a lot of fun out there. You know, they're talking with each other and they're smiling and they're laughing. And I mean, Lenox is taking it very seriously, you know, and if that's what works for them, that's what works. But Frontier, they're staying in this game and they're having a blast while doing it, which, you know, that's really great to see.
And Frontier, if they win or lose, they got to hold their head sides on senior night. You know, last home game for the seniors in the regular season. Obviously, we have playoffs, and
of course,
we're gonna.
And the other thing is, I mean, regardless if they win or lose, I mean, of course, everyone wants to see them win tonight. But if they do, and if the outcome isn't exactly what they wanted it to be, regardless, you're looking at a 14, maybe 15-win season right now, which is just incredibly impressive. And having the 8-game win streak, 6-game win streak, it's just like, it's mind-boggling. It really is.
And I'm glad Frontier, they're back to being really good. I mean, the boys team, they've struggled a little bit, but they got 2 big games later in the week, and they're on a, I think, 4-game win streak right now, and they're playing right now in East Hampton.
Yes, they are.
So we're gonna start the second half off. It's gonna be number 21, Claire O'Brien, inbounding it. O'Brien into Charlie Keeter, back to O'Brien. Now into Fairfield. O'Brien over to Kircher, back to O'Brien. 3 ball by Kircher, no good. Rebound goes to Claire O'Brien. And pass out, number 31, Charlie there. Charlie Keeter will take the shot. Rebound goes to Frontier. Kirkendall up to Michon now. Michon, tipped ball. Ball's loose, and Harper Modesto's going to, what a save there,
Wow.
Mason. And Kirkendall blocked. That was number 22, Kelsey Kircher. She'll get the block on the night there. Score's not changed, and we played about 50 seconds here. Michon comes down with the rebound. She outlet pass to Hakoski, and they're going to slow it down. So,
and that's a good look from Liv Michon. She is doing what I think they should have been doing for a long time. You've been talking about it, the bounce pass.
Yes.
You just get it under their arms because they're holding their arms up high trying to block those lobs across the court to find someone open. But Frontier's doing a good job of countering that now. And, yeah.
And that's going to be Chloe Parsenio's first foul. The one thing that's interesting is the Millionaires, they've really spread the fouling out.
Yeah, I wanted to bring that up. They've done a good job about spreading everything out pretty much. Their rebounds, their points, and their fouls. And, oh, what a play from Michon to keep it on that side of the court.
Harper's going to take a shot there, crashing the boards. That was Michon that got her hand on the ball first. And I think that's going to be Chloe Parsenio's second foul. It was an over-the-back reach. Yep.
And, I mean, it's a good thing that they're calling this, Tom, because, I mean, I think it is the right call. But on the other side of things, Frontier might want to be a little bit careful about how close they're playing defense because they've been very aggressive this whole game, and that might end up backfiring on them if they end up getting called for a lot of fouls.
Yeah, good ball movement by the Hawks there. Michon will go to the basket, over to Modesto. See if that one goes no good. And Haley Akoski crashes the boards. Now over to Michon for 3. No good. Rebound goes to Skylar Steele. And another foul called. So this is really good by the Hawks. I mean, they're drawing a lot of fouls, but score's not changed, Mason.
Yeah, I mean, they're, again, good job with the fouls. Jocelyn Fairfield now with 3. But you need to get points on the board. New shot clock for them, but, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, aggressive defense. Harbor Modesto goes, I don't know how that's not called a foul, but.
Yeah, after 3 fouls called on Lenox.
And that would have been a shooting foul, too. Claire O'Brien with it. Now Chloe Parceno. Katie Shove. Out top of the key is O'Brien. Parcenios. Chloe with it again. Good ball movement by the Millionaires. Into Kersher, and they're going to call the travel. Hey,
I mean,
I almost would have called that a foul on Modesto, but
I could totally see that going either way. And, you know, some of the Lenox parents a little bit upset by that call. But, you know, then again, you're always going to have parents upset with some calls here and there.
Yep. And Hayes will come on the court for Michon. She played well in that, 2 minutes and 20 seconds there.
And she's been playing well all night, Tom. Just a huge playmaker so far in the game for the Hawks.
We'll see what Modesto does there. Over to Kirkendall. A nice kind of reverse layup there, but nice rebound by 3 by Hayes. No good.
Oh.
Unfortunate there. And now they got to get back on defense. Still 22-20 with 5:15 pretty much to go here. And O'Brien will have it. Now over to Charlie Keeter. She's looking for someone to pass to. And nice handoff pass. 3 by Chloe Persenios, who we've said her name a lot, but that'll be her first points on the night.
Yeah, I mean, that's the kind, again, I've said it before, those shots you can't let up.
Oh, no.
And wow.
Kirkendall just got the ball ripped from her hands there. 4:45. Charlie Keeter will drive to the basket, and I think Modesto came with the steal.
Yeah, she did. Just right there in front of the pass.
And Haley, coast to coast. Akoski. She's got 6 on the night.
Now a 3-point game again.
A 3-ball. No good. Kirkendall comes down with the rebound, and she's got a lot of those tonight.
Yes, she does, Tom. I think that I've miscounted a little bit, but I have her for around 5 right now.
Yeah. And rebound goes to Steele.
Oh, man.
And that kind of puts the Hawks back in it. Skylar Steele's got 5 on the night.
1-point game now. Fouls in favor of the Hawks as well at this point in the third quarter.
And another steal by Modesto.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is interesting basketball, Mason. And we've played, and now we got 3:50 to go. And like you said, a 1-point game. Hayes with it. She's looking for an outlet. She lost her dribble. That was a travel. Yep.
And Michon calls a timeout. I agree with you, Tom. I saw the foot move.
It moved twice. Her pivot foot, she took a little jab steps almost with her pivot foot.
Yeah,
unfortunate,
she did.
But, I think a third ref would have saw that.
Definitely. I mean, I think that we are a little bit short-staffed tonight, which is unfortunate. But Frontier, something that I wanted to mention with how they've been playing their defense and how they've changed in this second half, they have done an absolutely phenomenal job reading the passing lanes that Lenox is trying to create on offense, and they've been there every single time.
Yeah.
And they've created so many steals, great opportunities on offense, haven't capitalized on all of them, but the more opportunities you get, the more points they're going to get on the board, and they've almost shut down, I think Parcenios is the only player that has scored for Lenox this entire second half so far.
Yeah, I mean, it was 20-22 coming out of the first half, and now we played. We had 3:41 left to go, and it's a 1-point game, Mason. And this game is really going to come down into the fourth quarter, and we'll see who's winning out of here.
Yeah, we're going to get a higher scoring game than we did the last time these two teams faced, but not by much, Tom.
Yeah. Two good defensive teams, so.
Ooh, she could have taken that.
Modesto, she'll drive to the hoop. See what you can do here. Puts it up, no good. Rebound goes to Kirkendall. Kirkendall over to Michon, back to Kirkendall now. Kirkendall back to Michon. Michon over to Hayes. Hayes looking top of the key to Michon now. Gets it into Modesto. Modesto looking for an outlet pass. Finds Hayes. She'll go to the hoop. Nice pass. And
wow.
Nice job as the Hawks take the lead 26-25.
And that's the kind of thing that's incredibly valuable on the court for the Hawks. It's that court vision where you're so aware of everything that's going on in your team and the other team and where everyone is, where they're going. And Jazzy Hayes has that.
Oh, 3-ball here, Mason.
Wow.
What a response. That was number 24, Evelyn Giuliano, and she's got her first points on the night with emphasis.
Now 2-point game back in favor of.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Sean's got to play one-on-one defense there.
Wow.
Oh.
Kirkendall fouls, but what a stand by Michon.
Yeah. I mean, she played good defense, and unfortunate that, she kind of won the one-on-one, you could say, and then.
She definitely did.
Kirkendall will pick up a foul there, and I think that'll be her first on the night.
It says second up there.
Second.
So. But.
Second.
She misses that first one, and, in a single-digit difference like this, you need every point you can get. You need to capitalize at the line, Tom.
I think she'll make this one here. We'll see.
Yeah, that's been the pattern we've seen. You're right. Despite some screens from the seated fans.
Yeah, 29-26, Mason. So, we still got a whole 10 minutes. 3-ball, no good. Hakoski comes down with the rebound. She'll go to the basket, no good. And no foul called there. And some of the fans behind us not happy with that call. No call. 3-ball, deep, no good. And Molly Gates comes down with the rebound. And going the other way now, Mason. We got 2 minutes left to play.
3-point difference. We could get a 3-ball from Michon. Oh.
And Kirkendall with yet another rebound. I'm not sure how many she has exactly, but
she's got a lot.
Hayes with the 3, no good. And Michon will pick up a over-the-back foul. Just unfortunate.
Rare misstep for Michon. She's been rock solid this whole game, Tom. She's been, putting up some great numbers on both sides of the court, really carrying a lot of weight on this team so far tonight.
1:35 to go. Shot 3, no good. Rebound goes to Michon. Haley needs help. 1-on-3.
And she gets it out, but there's going to be a timeout called from the coach. Frontier.
Yeah. The right call, but.
Just a little mistime. If you wait like half a second more, no timeout wasted. No, go ahead. What were you going to say?
It would have been almost a 4-on-2.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
So,
Kirkendall has, as we've been saying, she's been doing a great job tonight. Not the most points she's gotten, but then again, no one's getting the most points they've gotten because both defenses have just been locking down this whole game and have been doing a really phenomenal job. No team has scored 30 points yet. Yeah. They've broken 30, and it's almost the end of the third quarter, Tom.
That's almost surprising, Mason. But looking at the score, the last time they faced, basically we're at that point just in the third quarter.
Yeah, definitely. You give Frontier 1 point and you take a point away from Lenox. and then you get the same score as the final score from the last time that they faced. But, I mean, Frontier's been doing, I really like the structure of their defense right now. I couldn't describe it very well to you, but Jazzy Hayes has been out for a while. She's been playing point on defense and has been doing a phenomenal job just getting in everyone's face in Lenox.
Yeah, Kirkendall over to Michon now. It's going to luckily stay Frontier's ball with 1:15 left to go in the third, and we'll see if they can maybe tie it up or get a basket here. I mean, I don't know what'll happen, Mason, but
yeah, I mean, this is a little structure we haven't seen before from the Red Hawks.
Kirkendall back to Akoski. Cross-court pass to Hayes over to Michon at the top of the key. She drives, takes a shot. No good. Tries to get her own rebound.
Wow.
An interesting call, but 1:06 left, and Frontier will basically get a new shot clock with the ball back.
No, I think that was the right call, Tom. She was on the baseline and tried to pass it, but she just didn't get the angle, and she passed it out of bounds.
Nice ball movement. Haley goes up for a shot. No good. And Grace Giuliano comes down with yet another rebound. Going the other way, and 55 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Frontier needs to stop here. Shot by Grace, no good. Rebound goes to number 22, Kersher. Kersher will take a three. Oh, no, Mason. Yeah. I think that's Kersher's 10th point on the night. She leads both teams in scoring, and about 35 seconds left to go.
And I think that'll be one of the biggest leads we've seen tonight, Tom.
Yeah, Kirkendall out to Michon. You know, about a 4-second shot. Hayes will take a three, no good. Frontier almost could have taken the last shot of the third quarter there, but
yeah.
Now the shot clock's off with Lenox with 15 seconds to go. In the third quarter now. Ball movement, 10 now to go. Lenox can have the last shot here. Tipped ball by Hakoski. Kirkendall up to Haley, and another steal there. Shots off.
Well, 26-32, Tom. Going into the fourth quarter, Hawks are down by 6. I mean, here's what I'm going to say. I mean, we've talked about a lot of different aspects of this game, but for the first time in a long time, we haven't talked about rebounds a lot. I think it's time we talk about them because Lenox has been winning the rebound game, without a doubt, especially in that third quarter. They won the rebound game. Frontier, they'd put up, they'd have good looks on offense. They'd put up shots. They wouldn't make them the first time, and every once in a while they'd get the rebound, get that second shot, and then they'd be able to sink it. But Lenox would be able to get the rebound, like first time, second time, sometimes even third time in a row, and they've just been doing a great job being like present in the paint to get the rebounds. Frontier just hasn't been there.
Yeah, and we're going to go to the third quarter. It's 32-26. So the last two quarters, I mean, look at that. Lenox has scored 10 points in the second quarter and the third.
Yeah.
So we'll go to the fourth, actually. Frontier only scored 6 points there in the third. So, again, you know, that's the one they really struggle with. But
yeah, I mean, like, it's not incredibly surprising that they had a rough time in the third quarter, but now it just means that they have an even harder time in the fourth quarter, and that, again, not what you want to see. If they are able to pull off this win, it would be their 15th win of the season. If they can't, it would only be their third loss.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. About 7:55 left to go. I mean, in the game, Hayes, nice ball movement into
come on,
Modesto there, and she's got 4 on the night. 32-28. So a good way to start the fourth quarter, Mason.
Cutting the lead down by 2 once again are the Hawks.
Yep, and Fairfield will have it. She's looking for a pass. Now O'Brien with it. Back to Fairfield. She'll go to the basket now. O'Brien into Kersher. Now Keeter back to O'Brien. Now corner is Fairfield. 3.
Once again.
Yeah. She's got 6 on the night, Mason. So 35-28. A good response there by the Millionaires.
Yeah, I mean, I've said it a few times before, but oh man.
Hayes. Haley with yet another rebound there.
Wow. Oh, come on now. Oh,
no,
round the rim.
And number 22, Kersher will have it. Now Fairfield with it. Over to O'Brien. Back to Keeter now, and Modesto. And correct me if I'm wrong, that'll be the first jump ball, really.
I think it's either the first or second. There's been very few in this game, but I think that they might have switched up. The Redhawks might have switched up their defense a little bit because, for the most part, I've seen Skylar Steele pretty much glued to Parsenios.
Good job there by Modesto drawing the foul.
Yeah.
6:42, 35-20. I think it's the largest. Oh wow, that's going to be Jocelyn Fairfield's 4th point on the night, or 4th foul.
Yeah, and she's going to take a seat on the bench now.
Yeah. And
oh man, look at this read from Kirkendall.
oh, gets it over to Hayes now.
Take
3.
that.
Hakoski with an offensive board. Kirkendall out to Steele. She'll take a 3. No good. Haley with it. She'll go up and count it, Mason.
Third time's the charm, Tom, but I mean, you can't afford 3 attempts sometimes, especially this late in the game when you're losing.
And about 6:10 to go. I mean, the Hawks need a stop here on defense. And the family crowd making some noise.
Yeah.
3 ball, no good. And Skylar Steele comes down with the rebound.
Oh, and she loses it.
Another jump ball. So about 5:58, about 6 minutes left to go here in Goodnow Gymnasium. And, you know, on senior night, I think what Frontier needs to do, Mason, right here is get the ball down low to one of your tall players, either Modesto or Haley, or even Kirkendall. You know,
absolutely.
Just feed the paint.
No, totally. I think that using the backdoor is a great strategy here, Tom. They used it at the very first play of the 4th quarter, and they got those 2 points from Modesto.
Kirkendall for 3, though. No good. Steele with a nice rebound. She's got a couple of those on the night. And the ball's loose, and they'll call Modesto with their 4th foul.
Coach Rashawn in shock a little bit over there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little surprised. That'll be your 3rd, correct me.
Did you catch what exactly that foul was?
No idea.
All right. Because I don't think I could tell you. But
5:35 to go, 35-30. Lenox leads by 5. Good defense. Hayes. Unfortunate. That was athletic though. By Steele had to jump over Jazzy Hayes.
Oh, but Frontier gets the ball. I don't know how that happened. Oh, no, they don't.
I'm just as confused as you are, but.
No. Wait. Hold on. There's some confusion that's happening on the court now. Okay, it is Lennox's ball.
And Mashawn's pleading his case to the ref.
Okay, I think that the ref pointed in the other direction saying it's his fault, called it the wrong thing when he meant it to be Lennox's ball, but man.
What can you do?
Yeah.
5:28, 35-30. The score has not changed here in a little bit, but.
And now the refs are coming to talk together again, and I mean, possession is important, Tom, but I mean, like.
Yeah, I mean, 5:25 to go now, and the Millionaires, if they get a basket here, it's a little worrying.
Yeah.
Steele comes up with a huge steal.
Oh, come on.
Little give and go over there to Jazzy Hayes. Frontier needs a basket. Hayes, good job getting it to Hakoski there. Hakoski will go to the basket and score.
There it is.
She's got 10 on the night.
3-point game, Tom.
And the fans need to get on their feet now.
There's Aiden Valderrama. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And see, I'm over here turning into a fan, but now we got the fans standing up. And don't you dare sit down. Oh, come on.
It's all right. 4:58 to go, Mason. 35-32. I think we'll take a little break here.
Yeah.
They're going to take one as well. We'll be right back. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television.
Yep.
All right, welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. The fans are waving, almost towards us, but it's the person to our right. So, 35-32, 4:58 to go here in Goodnow Gymnasium. This game, this game will come down to the wire, and it depends on who wants it more and who's hungry for the win. And we'll see. Nice little give and go shot, no good. Ball batted around. Hayes got a hand on it there and up to Haley Kakowski. Nice step.
Oh my God!
Wow. Mason, that was crazy. Kakowski on senior night has 12.
Put that on the ESPN highlights, Tom. Oh my God!
35-34. And now the crowd's making some noise. The 6th man on their feet. And here we go. We'll see if Frontier can make a stop here. 3 ball. Hayes, I think, tipped it there. And crashing the boards was, whoa.
I think that also might have been tipped.
You know, what's interesting is Evelyn Giuliano, she shot that one, but she crashed the boards and got her own rebound.
Yeah, see, that's exactly what I'm talking about, Tom. That's what Frontier needs to do to seal the deal on this game. And now we got a 1-point game with 4 to go. This is where the fun begins.
And you know who kind of does that for Frontier? It's Liv Michon, and she's looking to check in. 4 minutes left to go, now under. Frontier they could take the lead here with a basket. Kirkendall will have it. 15 on the shot clock. Into Hakoski. Nice move, and she gets fouled.
Wow. Big play from the senior captain. And now she'll go to the line and has the opportunity to give Frontier the lead for, I think, the first time in this second half.
Yeah. Since even the second quarter, I'm pretty sure. No good. Unfortunate. And
she can still tie it, and now Liv Michon going to come in, checking in for Jazzy Hayes.
Hayes played well out there. 3:52 to go. 35-34. Haley Hakoski on senior night could tie it right here. No good, but Skylar Steele gets the rebound. Out to Hakoski again, and unfortunate. So this is what they struggled with, Mason, at East Hampton, foul shots.
Yes.
Frontier could be winning the game right now if they made some more, but
absolutely. I mean, we've said it so many times. They can really change the course of games.
Corner 3 there is good from Claire O'Brien, and she's got 6 on the night now, making the lead to 4.
Yeah. Back in a bigger deficit for the Hawks, and they really got to get something going fast. They have 3:20 to go.
Michon trapped in the corner. She used her dribble and shot there, no good. And rebound goes to O'Brien. So Frontier needs to get some offensive boards if they want to get something going. Kirkendall comes up with a big steal. She on the floor. But
I think that's going to be on Parsenios.
Yeah, and Lenox they've got a lot of fouls, and with the old rules, I think they would be in maybe the bonus now or close to that.
Maybe, yeah.
The new rules, it's 1st to 5 in the quarter.
Oh, here we go. Come on.
No good.
Once again, those rebounds.
Good job by Skylar Steele. I don't know if you saw that, but she made it so she didn't pick up a foul. 2:50 to go. The Millionaires lead by 4 here in Goodnow. Ball goes loose there for a second. Grace with a shot. And now Frontier, they need to just get some, players down low and try to go basket for basket here.
Yeah. Don't try and make any big fancy plays. Just go back to the basics, score some easy points.
Michon will go to the hoop. She'll take a shot. No good. Frontiers can't seem to find the basket here, Mason.
And they can't seem to find those rebounds, Tom. I mean, I think Michon was the only player down there ready for the rebound.
O'Brien gets it down low. Oh, unfortunate there. Modesto tried to get the steal, and Frontier will call a timeout.
Yeah.
They'll have to.
Yeah, I mean, this is the biggest lead we've seen all night. 8 points in favor of Lenox, and we saw them go on this kind of a streak back at the end of the first half. We'll just see if Frontier is going to be able to counter it this time around. I mean, I think that I'll stand by what we said before, Tom, with just, hitting those basic the high percentage shots, getting players in the paint, using the back door, all those sort of things, posting up too. I mean, those are some nice textbook plays that you can pull out to get your team some points. But at the end of the day, you're right. Like, they have some opportunities, but they just aren't landing them.
Yeah, know what they need to do, Mason? They need to feed the ball into Haley Hukoski. She leads, I think, both teams in scoring with 12.
Yeah, so I think the only person that's tied her, I have Kelsey Kirchner down for 12 as well. So, I mean, but regardless, in a low-scoring game like this, where 34-42 in the fourth quarter is, 12 points is huge.
Yeah, and this could be a preview of what happened, or, a game, two teams that could face each other in the playoffs.
Absolutely. I mean, regardless of who wins this, one of these teams is going to be first in Franklin North, and one's going to be second at the end of the season, and they're definitely going to face each other sometime later this year as well.
Yeah, so 2 minutes left to go now under 3-ball. Kirkendall, no good. She's not been able to hit those threes tonight, which is weird.
And she really needed that one. She had plenty of time to set up, too. It's a shame.
Yeah, Campbell back out there for the Hawks. And cross-court pass. O'Brien now out to Lenox. Doing a good job of ball movement. Claire O'Brien gets it 3. Wow.
Oh, my God.
Claire O'Brien with a couple of those on the night, but she's got 9. 45-34, 11-point lead for the Millionaires in Frontier. They need to find some quick baskets, get it to the three-pointers now, or three-point shooters. Campbell!
There it is.
She gets her first points on the night, and Frontier, they need to press up.
And there's your three-point shooter, Tom. She has, she came into this game 64 points on the night. Those are her first points. Oh, come on.
And Brian could close it out here pretty much, Yeah, that's not good. 1 minute under now to go. 11-point lead for the Millionaires. Steele. They got to play quick basketball here. Hukoski, they got to go. Hukoski over to Steele. Steele for 3. That one won't go. And Michon comes up with a big steal there and loses the ball again, but
oh my God.
Yeah, this is, well, the Hawks really came out of that timeout and they needed to make some defensive stops, and I'm not sure who called the timeout, but yeah, this game's pretty much over, Mason, unless a miracle happens here on senior night.
Yeah, Frontier really has dug themselves in a hole, Tom. It's really unfortunate to see because they had plenty of opportunities. It's just, Campbell had that great three-pointer, but we had plenty of other people who had those open three-pointers. They took them, but they, something in their head just, not lining up, couldn't land the shot.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here, Mason. 37.5 seconds. They do have 4 fouls to give up. So that's their only thing they got to work with. That's true. And they got to get a quick shot off every single time. And it's got to either go or you got to crash the boards. There's not a ton you can do. It's possible, though.
It is possible. Lenox certainly has the upper hand in this situation, but, we've seen crazier things happen with the Red Hawks. Anything can happen right now. And,
they just need a little hope. A little hope and dream, right?
Yeah. We'll see.
Well, we got 37.5 seconds left here in Goodnow Gymnasium. It will be the Hawks' ball, and look who's getting a couple minutes here. Ashley Taylor's out there.
Yeah.
We haven't seen her all night, so.
No, we haven't seen a lot of her all season. You have to assume she's got a good three-point shot.
And it was Lenox that called the timeout because it's their ball.
Yeah.
Yep. That took about 2.5 seconds off the clock. 34.9 seconds left. Call it 35 seconds remain. I think they'll be called on Michon, but we'll see what happens here. They inbound the ball to Chloe Parcianos, and Michon's got a foul again. And that'll actually be Kirkendall's third foul there, but Michon will definitely go there. And what we just heard was interesting. One of the coaches said, you got to go for the ball.
Yeah, it's the right thing to say, I think. It's in a situation like this, that you got to get the steal. or the foul to stop the clock. And if you get the foul going for the ball, you're doing the right thing.
Yep. And they're going to inbound it. And they're going to – Haley's got a foul here, or somebody's got a foul. Yep. Oh, my gosh. Loose ball. Molly Gates with the steal. Molly Gates. Oh,
come on.
That's all right. And again.
She'll force the turnover.
Right in front of us, too.
Yeah.
That was great. You know, I don't think the Hawks can quite win it now, but
yeah.
Molly Gates, one of the captains and seniors, making things interesting. So Michon will get it over to Kirkendall. They got about 5 seconds left. And into Molly Gates. We'll see if she can go up. No foul called, but whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Interesting, game here on senior night.
And a rare game, too, Tom. I'd like to point out, I mean, this girls' basketball team has been one of the best in this area, in this division, this season. You know, they're 14-3 now. They're only their third loss. And once again, I mean, like, not by very large margins either. By no means did they get blown out of the water. It was a tough loss, and they fought for it, but they kind of ended up losing it at the end of the night, you know.
Yeah, and, you know, it kind of is what it is, Mason. Is that's another good saying.
Yeah.
So some interesting games we got coming up this week.
Yep.
You know, this girls team, you know, a team had to lose here. It was like on East Hampton earlier in the season when East Hampton came into the Hawks' house and they beat them, and it came down to really the last shot. I think that game ended 54.
51-54.
Yeah.
That's what that game was, and that was Frontier's first loss. And the unfortunate thing about this game, on top of everything else, it's going to break Frontier's 6-game win streak as well. So now they're going to be going into their last game of the season at Palmer.
13-1.
Yeah.
7. You're lost for words, buddy.
It's a tough situation for them to go into. I mean, Palmer's a tough team. They almost beat Frontier last time that they faced.
Yeah.
But now going into it, they don't have the momentum of that, possible 7-game win streak, which they could have had if they could have held on to things at home tonight against Lenox, which of course they weren't able to do. But we'll be there at Palmer on Wednesday to see what happens there. And we're also going to be covering the boys' game on Wednesday.
Yeah,
and that's against Drury, right?
Yeah, so that's going to be a big game. And hopefully we'll find out. I mean, we'll know by Wednesday who won over in East Hampton.
Yes.
With the boys' game tonight, and Drury is a very good team.
Yes.
So that'll be interesting. And Palmer, for the girls,
good, very physical team.
Yeah. Both. We're going to see what happens.
These two teams, I mean, boys have had their ups and downs for many different reasons, but they have a very strong team. Girls team, obviously, very strong, very powerful, 14-2 right now, 14-3 right now, excuse me. They're being put to the test at the end of this season. And I think that they're doing a good job of hanging with these really good teams that they're facing and putting up some really great fights and making a stand when it really counts, Tom.
Yeah, and only 3 games left, or now 2 games left for the girls in the regular season, then Western Mass. And we know Frontier, the girls teams will make it. Boys teams kind of up in the air. I mean, it's going to depend on these last couple of games. And again, Wednesday the boys team has Drury, and on Friday night we're going to be here. It's going to be boys senior night, and me and Mason will be on the mic for that.
Yes, we will. That'll be a really fun game. You should be sure to tune in for that. And right now, like you were saying, boys kind of up in the air. They're 7-6 right now. Could be 8-6, could be 7-7, depending on what happens in East Hampton tonight. We'll get word on that soon. Not soon enough to report to you guys, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But
it was an excellent game all around. The two, last thing I'd like to mention before we kind of close out here is Haley Hutkowski, one of the captain seniors. She had 12 on the night. Molly Gates was a captain, and she had a couple rebounds and a steal at the end of there. No points on the night, but two very good
Yeah.
seniors, and we're going to look forward to the playoffs.
Definitely. And a quick shout out to Claire Kirkendall for breaking 150 on the night, and Liv Michon for just putting up some fantastic plays tonight. Incredible defense all around.
Yeah. And so any final thoughts other than that, Mason?
I think that Frontier needs to work on their rebounds for their game against Palmer, because I think rebounds and free throws, yes, because those were the two things that killed them in this game. I mean, if you look back and add this up really quick, which I'm not going to, but, it would definitely be a much closer game than it is right now at the end of the night. So
yeah, I mean, hey, and Lenox still come into the Hawks' nest and beat them. So we will see you guys Wednesday night here home. It will be our next live stream against boys game versus Drury. Tom Albert,
Mason Smith,
Tyler Lockwitz, Ben Roberts, Amalia Smith, Connor Mabius, Max Wormgoer,